Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. I'm bringing you a really awesome quick card to make today, but I wanted to show you a little bit of a technique, and it's called creating a stencil to be able to stamp several of the same image. So when we have, I'm going to use the Timeless Tulips bundle, which is brand new, coming in our brand new mini holiday catalogue that will be starting on the 3rd of January. Now, the mini catalogue is super exciting. Celebration starts in January, but we as demonstrators are able to order these products right now. It's called pre-order time for us. So I've been having a lot of fun playing around with the brand new products, thinking up ideas of what you can do to give you some inspiration for when January comes. Now, as I've said before, if you absolutely love these products and you really want to get your hands on them sooner than that, you can actually purchase these items. Because it's pre-order time for us as demonstrators, you can actually purchase these items in a starter kit. So if there's something that you absolutely love and you don't want to wait until January, think about joining my Wild Heart Crafters team, because I would love to have you as part of my team. Okay, I'm going to pop you down now onto my desk and show you the beautiful Timeless Tulips bundle. So this is the card that we made at Onstage. So that was our sample that our make and take that we made. So I'm actually going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to change the colors a little bit and change the orientation of this card as well. So this is a stunning set. So we've got this punch that goes with it, so it coordinates with it. It punches out the large tulip and the leaf. And this is actually a distinctive stamp set. So it's got lots and lots of gradients in the stamp itself. So it stamps stunning. Now, if you actually remember the host set that we had, that was the Tulips host set, this I think is even nicer than that tulip host set, and I can tell you everybody went crazy over that last time. So I'm actually going to show you how to do a template. So what I've actually done, I'm going to use the Stamparatus. So the Stamparatus is fantastic if you're new to crafting or if you're doing multiples of things. The Stamparatus is fantastic for that. So it's a stamp positioning tool. It retails for $80, I think it is, in our annual catalogue, and I can tell you, you would not be disappointed purchasing the Stamparatus, because it has got me out of lots and lots of sticky situations and helped me create things very quickly. So what I've actually done is I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock here, and it's actually the thick Whisper White, and I've popped my punch in and I've punched it out. Now, the reason why I decided to do this template and to use the Stamparatus is I didn't want to waste the white cardstock beside here every time I wanted to punch out just the tulip. So it makes it very hard where you're going to stamp on a piece of cardstock to be able to punch it out properly. So what I decided to do was to make this template, and then I will actually take the stamp out of the stamp set. So we've got the large tulip here. So I'm just going to position that over that cutout stencil. I'm just going to bring it down so I can see exactly where it is. And I'm also going to take the leaf, which I think it's this one here. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm not going to pop the leaf on yet. I want to pop the plate down and pick up that tulip there. And then I want to pop the leaf into my template. Okay, so just like so. And I'm going to use this plate here to pop that one up. Okay, so I've now got them both mounted onto my acrylic plates. Now the idea would be to pop the stamp set underneath so that when you're going to ink things up, it's got something to rest on. And I'm actually going to pop just an ink pad under that one up the top there. Okay, so what I've got here is a piece of Whisper White cardstock. Now that I've made my template, what I can actually do is go ahead and cut out several of these tulips out of my Whisper White cardstock. So I'm able to just go around and randomly cut out what I need to cut out. And I probably won't get another leaf, but I'll definitely get a tulip out of there. Will I get a tulip out of here? Yes, just. And then will I get one out of there? Hopefully I'll get one out of up in there. So I'm just randomly punching out some tulips. I may get a leaf out of there. I will. And I may get a leaf out of this part here. Will I? Yes, I will. Okay, so I've used up nearly every ounce of that white cardstock. So that is the idea of being able to do this, is making it so much easier to stamp repetitively, and be able to do several of these. Now, I don't know how many I'm going to do, but I've got ample here now to be able to stamp with. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to mount my tulip into there. Now, if it doesn't mount properly, you may have to turn it over. And there it is. Actually, do you know what? My template needs to be turned over. We'll start this again. No, it doesn't. No, it's all good. Can't be turned over because that was the way it got stamped, punched out. Okay, so if it doesn't fit properly, flip it over and pop it back in, and you'll find it will fit a lot better. So if it doesn't fit properly one way, you know that you've got your cutout the wrong way. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a couple in Blushing Bride, and I'm also going to do some in Blackberry Bliss. So I'm just going to ink that up with my Blushing Bride and stamp it down. And it's stuck, and there you have one awesome tulip stamped, ready to go. So I'll stamp a few of those in that color, ink it up again. So you can see you can stamp several fairly quickly rather than stamping them and then lining up your punch all the time to punch them out. You can actually just line them up and pop them in and stamp away. Okay, so that's 3 in the Blushing Bride, and I might do the remainder in my Blackberry Bliss. So I'll pop another one in. And I don't even have to clean that off because it's a lighter colour. It's not going to affect my Blackberry Bliss. So I'm just going to ink up Blackberry Bliss, stamp it down. And I've got another 2 left. Oh. Ink it up. Stamp it down. Oh, and see, that one didn't work properly. I didn't press it hard enough. So I'll ink it up again. And that is the beauty of a Stamparatus. If we mess up with our stamping, we can then re-ink it again and get it to stamp properly. So no more mistakes in stamping. Have you ever made a card where you've made the whole card and you go to stamp the sentiment and you wreck the sentiment and it ruins your whole card? And it makes you you could just about cry when that happens. Well, if you have trouble with stamping sentiments and things like that, then the Stamparatus is the way to go. Okay, so I'm going to close up those ink pads, and I'm now going to open up my Pear Pizzazz, and I'll do my leaves in my Pear Pizzazz. So once again, we're going to line the leaves up. It might take me a bit to line these leaves up because okay, that way. So ink it up with the Pear Pizzazz. And because you've got a couple of platforms here, you've got both sides of the platforms that you can use. Now we have a gorgeous leaf. Pop another one in there. That way. Ink it up. stamp it down. Now I do have, there's a foam mat underneath here, so because these are photopolymer stamps, the foam mat is definitely recommended to get a really nice stamped image. So, didn't ink that up real well. Ink it up, stamp it down. So as you can see, this makes the stamping process so much easier. Ink it up, stamp it down. You can even see I've got ink everywhere here, but I'm not getting it on the card anywhere. So that's another thing about the Stamparatus. You know when you've inked up your block and you've got ink all over your block, and then you go to stamp and you rock your block and you put the ink where it shouldn't be? Doesn't happen with our Stamparatus. So that's another added bonus as well. Last leaf, which that way. Yep. So we're going to ink that up and stamp that down. Okay, so I've got quite a few leaves and flowers stamped there. I'll just pop that aside and I'll clean that up later. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to bring in, I've got a piece of Blackberry Bliss as my card base. Now my card base is cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches, and I'm going to fold that in half, and that's going to give me a card front size of 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. So I'm just going to grab a bone folder and crease that nicely. Now I have a piece of our Blushing Bride here as a layer, so that goes really, really lovely with our Blackberry Bliss. And I also have a piece of Whisper White. Now I need to trim my Whisper White down because I actually haven't cut it to the right side. Well, it's the same as the Blushing Bride, so I want to cut that down. So the Blushing Bride is at 5 1/2 inches by 3 3/4 inches. So I'm going down to 5 1/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches. And that's going to give me a lovely border of that Blushing Bride all the way around, as you can see. Okay, so I'll pop that trimmer out of the way. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to start arranging these on my piece of Whisper White here so I can see what I think I'm going to do. So I want to randomly place some of these. Now the reason why I'm doing this is that I need to be able to see where I'm going to stamp my stems. Okay, I think I might do that. I might do that. And I might do that there. Okay, so remembering we still have the small tulips in here as well. So we can actually stamp some of these small ones around as well. So I'll just mount them up on a block and work out where I'm going to be able to pop some of them. Okay. So I more or less want it like a bunch of flowers. So I can pop that one in under there. This one here. And this one here. Actually, I'm going to arrange that. And this is my thought process. This is what I go through when I'm trying to work out what I'm actually going to do with my card. There and there. That's looking quite pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to take the straight stem because I think the straight stem is going to be the easier one to cope with, and I'm going to be stamping off because it's going to come off my card here. So I'm also going to stamp in behind with that smaller one. So I'm going to fill in some of those gaps with this smaller one. I'm trying to think of what colour I'm going to do them. I think I might do them in Blackberry Bliss, to tell you the truth. So I'm just going to ink up my smaller flower. And I'm going to pull these two aside here. And I'm going to stamp one up in that corner. Okay, so then I'm going to be able to pop those two back in again. Like so. So that's going to give us that. I then think I want to stamp another one in Blackberry Bliss. Just in here. Okay, and I want that to come down through here. And the little bud I'm going to nestle in here with our blushing bride. So I'm going to nestle a bud in here and another bud in here. Okay, you can see this. I may not use all of these. I don't actually think I will. Okay, I'm going to clean this one up, and I think I'm going to stamp a... No, I'm going to do another Blackberry Bliss just there. And I think I might do just another little one. Just coming out, poking out through there. Just like that. Okay. So now it's just a case of popping some greenery in here so that we can get our bunch of flowers happening. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pull these ones down. I'm going to grab my Pear Pizzazz. And I'm actually just going to stamp a stem coming down from each of these ones here. So just like that, like that, like that. So you can see we're getting that gorgeous bunch of flowers happening. Okay, so we have that. Now I'm going to line up this one here. So I need a stem coming straight down from there. So I'm just going to pop a stem in there. And then while I've got that right in the right place, I'm actually going to pop that one up on a dimensional. So I've got it in place where I want it to be. I'm just going to pop a dimensional down there. And pop that beautiful flower right there. Okay. This one here, I think I'm actually going to glue it down. And then I'll pop the other blushing bride one. I'll pop the other blushing bride one up. So I'm going to pop that down like that. Okay, so I've got this one happening here. I actually want to stamp a bit of a leaf going up through there. So I'm going to grab the smaller, thinner leaf and pop it onto a block. And with my Pear Pizzazz, so I want a leaf to go up through here. And that one's going to cover that. So that's totally okay. And I want another leaf to pop up through there. Okay, and that one's going to pop there. And then I'm going to use these leaves just to pop up through here. And I think I'm going to pop another flower. Do I want to do that? No. I think I'll just pop the leaves in. A leaf in under there. Actually, no, a leaf coming in out from under here. And then we'll pop that leaf coming up through there. I think what I want to do is even just pop another flower in here. I want that leaf to come out through here. So this is just the thought process of popping things around and seeing where they look nice. Or we may just go with the flow and pop a few leaves around. That one there can go up through there. I want to pop that one on. And I'm just thinking we need just a couple of leaves coming up through here. That one there can come out through there. That looks good. And maybe just a leaf coming up through there and another one coming up that way there. And I'm just going to trim them off at the bottom. That's looking quite pretty. A beautiful bunch of flowers. So I've still got some more tulips left. So that's okay, I can use them on another project. So now I'm just going to pop those up on dimensionals so that now that I've got my flower sitting where I want it to be, I'm going to pop a dimensional there. That's going to hold that leaf in place and it's also going to hold my flower in place. And just a bit of Tombow on these ones here. So that one there I want to pop in through there. Like so. This one here I want to pop on coming up through here. Pop that one there, like that. So a bit of Tombow on there. And we've got our leaves all sorted. Just like so. Okay, so now I want to stamp a sentiment and I'm going to just see what we have in here. Maybe Happy Mother's Day might be quite nice. We can have a Mother's Day card. Happy Mother's Day. Okay, I'm going to do that there in Blackberry Bliss. Stamp that up. Sorry, ink it up and then stamp it down. Happy Mother's Day. Beautiful. Still wondering whether I want to pop another one there. I feel like I want to. Yep, I'm going to pop it up on a dimensional right there. Right in the middle there, just to cover up that where the leaves are there. Like so. All right, now it's just a case of layering that up onto our... We've got a few more leaves here. Do we need some more leaves happening? What a lovely bunch of tulips. I'm going to pop those in too because I like the look of that. So I'm just going to pop that on a glue dot. I'm going to pop that one in underneath there, coming up through here. Like so. And that one there on a glue dot. As I said, this is brand new. It's coming in our brand new catalogue that is starting on the 3rd of January. So if you absolutely love it and you think you really, really need it, you can either wait until the 3rd of January or you can pop it in a starter kit right now. So that's looking gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on with my liquid Tombow. I was actually going to put a ribbon on this, but I don't think it needs it. I think it's stunning without it. Look at that. And I do have a tiny, tiny little smudge of glue there, so I'm going to use my new mono eraser and see if I can erase that little bit of ink there. I put a bit of a splodge of ink. And at worst, I can use a rhinestone over the top. But we'll see if this mono eraser gets rid of it. It's going slowly. Slowly. Still there a little bit. And voila, it's gone. How awesome is that? I just purchased one of those mono erasers. That's fantastic. That's the first time I've used it, so I'm super happy with that. Okay, I'm going to pop that up onto dimensionals because I love dimension on my cards. So once again, this is the Timeless Tulips stamp set, and it has the matching punch. It is fantastic and coming soon in our brand new catalogue. I was going to say I can tell you the price of it. I'll open up my catalogue and tell you what the price of it is. I'm not allowed to show you in the catalogue just yet. Timeless Tulips bundle, $55.75. If you live in Australia, $55.75. And I can tell you, it is, you will make some stunning, beautiful cards with this stamp set. And it has Happy Mother's Day, Happy Birthday, Happy Easter, Happy Spring. What a beautiful difference one single life makes. May the memories of yesterday comfort you today. Hello. So you can use it for lots and lots of purposes as well. So it's got Mother's Day covered, Get Well Soon as well. So Get Well Soon, Happy Birthday, Mother's Day, hello. Happy Easter. So wow, what a bundle this will be. Okay, so I'll get those backings all off. Slowly I'll get those backings all off. Oh, one to go. They're not being my friend today. I am loving this card. And I'm thinking, I've just thought of something that's going to absolutely finish it off. Okay, so we all know Wink of Stella is definitely going to finish it off. So we'll grab some Wink of Stella. And I'm just going to go over some of my gorgeous flowers here, which it will move your ink. So you can see here that it moves your ink and colours in your flowers a little bit. So I'm just going to do our Blackberry Bliss ones. I'm going to leave the others. So I'm going to do the Blackberry Bliss ones. Because our ink is water-based ink, it will move your ink around. So I actually don't mind it because it colours those tulips a little bit more for you. So that's pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to do all the Blackberry Bliss ones. That is beautiful. Okay. Stunning. if I do say so myself. Okay, so that's one thing that I wanted to bling it up with, but we have gorgeous new champagne rhinestones, which I think will definitely add a little bit more bling to this card. So I'm thinking, honestly, what a stunning stamp set. I'm totally in love with this gorgeous tulip stamp set. So I'll bring that back in. So it's the Timeless Tulip stamp set and our gorgeous tulip punch. And we've made this stunning card with that gorgeous bundle. So thank you very much for joining me while thank you very much for joining me while I've crafted live. And this is the gorgeous card that we've made today. And as I said, if you love this, you can purchase it in your starter kit, or otherwise it will be available on the 2nd of January. So get in quick, because I think, on the 3rd of January, because I think on the 3rd of January, this is going to be a really, really good seller. So thank you, everyone, and thank you for spending a little bit of time of your day watching me. I hope I've inspired you a little bit and to get into your craft room and get crafting. So until next time, have a lovely day. Bye for now.